Scripture reminds us again and again that God hears the cry of the poor and judges societies by how they treat the vulnerable.
More than a dozen faith leaders from across the state gathered today to express their concerns with the direction of the State House. They say they oppose two pieces of legislation in the Senate.
SB 1, Senate Bill 1, and SB 285. Our Ella Rhodes looked into that today. She spoke with faith leaders who met with lawmakers, and Ella's here now. So what do they hope to get out of these meetings, Ella?
Yeah, thank you so much, Dustin and Felicia. They're really hoping to build a relationship with these lawmakers and just raise their level of concern against these bills that they believe will harm the most vulnerable in our community.
Inside Christ Church Cathedral on Wednesday, religious leaders didn't preach to their congregations. Instead, they pleaded to Indiana lawmakers.
The public policy is not abstract. Budgets become meals, programs become medicine, housing decisions become whether a family has a roof over their head.
More than a dozen religious leaders, both Jewish and Christian, say they urge lawmakers to vote against Senate Bill 1 and Senate Bill 285. Senate Bill 1 tightens eligibility rules for SNAP and Medicaid benefits. Senate Bill 285 criminalizes homelessness.
We need our government to step up. Our faith communities are already doing all that they can. It's time for our elected officials to do the same.
Indiana faith communities try to fill the gap for food insecurity and assist people experiencing homelessness find housing. They say sound and ethical policy is the solution.
Charity is not the solution to the larger problem.
The faith leaders walked from Christ Cathedral to the State House and met with 8 state congressional members about the two bills.
We need our legislators to listen with both their heads and their hearts. Let's not temporarily clear the streets in order to clear our conscience.
Indie Hunger Network joined the religious leaders too, as they fight food insecurity in central Indiana daily.
Many of our elected officials are Christians. They are people of faith, and we want to remind them of that faith and Jesus' call to feed our neighbors, to love our neighbors as ourselves.
People of faith who say they hope for a better tomorrow.
Some of the pastors plan to tell lawmakers about specific stories from people in their congregations, just how they see a much higher level in need of assistance in these recent months. And, it's just something that they're very much concerned about, and that's why they had these meetings today.
Absolutely. And what stage are the bills in now?
Yeah, so both of those bills have passed in the Senate, so they've gone over to the House now, and they were sent to their respective committees, and there's actually a meeting for both of those committees tomorrow that they're due for a vote then, so we'll see what happens.
All right, we'll keep an eye on them. Ella, thank you.